We're Kenny and Zoltan, two scientists on a mission in Vietnam.
Our goal is to collect toxin samples from as many venomous snakes as possible. You can have life-saving medications which is used in cancer, pain, heart failure, and so on.
Zoltan's looking for snakes.
Oh, yeah.
I want to find out how people live with so many of them.
This is not a honeymoon for us, this is work. Snake. Work we love to do. Mistakes and killing.
Oh, snake! He's on it. That's Zoltan.
Snake. Awesome, absolutely awesome. Whoa, see that? Get it! You got it!
Oh my God!
Zoltan and I are on a life or death mission. There's a paralyzed snakebite victim in desperate need of antivenom, and we might be the only people in Vietnam who can save him.
There's absolutely no way this one can wait. You know, we have to give the antivenom right away.
The antivenom is being rushed in from Bangkok, so we're headed to the airport to pick it up. He was bit quite a while ago. Kind of every minute counts, and I really hope it works.
Bangkok just landed. We got it.
In this case, antivenom has the best chance of working within 72 hours of the snake bite. Otherwise, the man can end up paralyzed or dead.
Literally, this person's life can depend, how much time we're wasting here in traffic.
This expedition started out as a quest to find venomous snakes and meet the people who live with them. So how did we end up in a race against time, trying to save a man's life? We're on the last leg of a 2-week expedition in Vietnam, hunting snakes. We're in a small village 60 kilometers north of Hanoi. Zoltan and I are after two of the world's deadliest snakes, the Chinese cobra and the crate. So Zoltan can take tissue samples that may be used to help create new medications.
My main goal here is to collect as many toxin samples as possible. By extracting that information, you can have a drug. Life-saving medications which is used in heart attack, in diabetes, cancer pain, heart failure, and so on. Whether you like snakes or not, actually using the secret of the snake to save your life. Come. It's a snake egg, it's a cobra egg, right in the street.
Did someone make an omelet and drop their snake egg? Hello. Hello, I'm Kenny. According to local sources, over 80% of the residents breed snakes to sell as food and to make medicine.
Great stuff. I can smell the snakes.
Ask them what they think of the big guy. Who's funnier looking?
He said that you have a monkey hair.
I have monkey hair. How about this? Joining us is a team from National Geographic magazine doing a story about venom.
Snake Village, here we come. It's a dream assignment. What I'm trying to do is visualize Zoltan's work, the anthropology and natural history. I have a new assistant, Bella. But she's very inexperienced and she hasn't been with me in the field. It has happened before that people haven't made it. I mean, it's a lot of pressure.
We've got a big team, the magazine folks, translators, local fixers. Sampling snakes is dangerous in a crowd, so Zoltan is heading off on his own.
I'm from a socialist country, and the socialist system taught me that most of the things what you do in a group is not really good. Hello. Run. Run. This is pretty cool. Honey house, we just, crash in randomly, they have snakes. There are 100,000 species of venomous animals in nature. And these 100,000 species have an estimated 20 million toxins. 20 million. Only 500 or so of that 20 million has been studied in detail by science. But that 500 toxins gave us 12 different medications. Snake. But actually using this snake species to feed the king cobras with. It's truly a snake village here. Hello. Hello. I like to travel alone. I really like to explore. We are traveling with a group of 16, 17 people. It doesn't matter how nice you try to be, it will be never that kind of, one-on-one relationship.
I find someone to let me sample snakes, but not live snakes.
This is the crate, the cobra.
Snakes soaked in rice wine. The locals use it to improve health and virility.
This is the snake chain wine. You just don't know what you can find in these jars. But, once in a while, you really find some real rarity. This is the crate. What I'm gonna do is just clip a little bit from the tail. These snakes are long dead, so they don't mind it. And this tissue has enough DNA inside, from which you can clone actually the toxins.
It's always best to sample live snakes, but this is not a bad start.
We're heading into a house full of live snakes. Matthias can get some shots for his magazine piece.
Watch your head.
And hopefully Zoltan will find a crate or Chinese cobra.
Just kidding.
All right, guys, so these are highly venomous snakes. These snakes, they can bite, but some of them, not all of them, but some of them, they also can spit the venom. And if it gets to the eye, it's going to be really a problematic encounter. Please use glasses or some kind of eye protection whenever you are close with the snakes. If any bite happens, we immediately go back to the hospital in Hanoi. I'm allergic to the snake venom, and my EpiPen is in my camera bag, and Kenny knows how to use them. Good luck.
I believe in safety in numbers. I'm just one of 17.
Has he ever been spit on by eye?
Yeah, also and face.
Well, he's missing a finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So actually the snake venom is digested the tissues of the finger, so he had no choice. They had to remove his finger. It just shows, that this is not a playground here.
All right. So I would like to take a picture outside when he's taking out a cobra.
He said that for the king cobra, they very expensive, and if you disturb them, they can stop eating for like a week or two. So he said that.
Oh, so he never handles them?
And he said that $5 million to $250. I have to be upfront here. I have to be upfront. Yep.
Oh, that's
because it's the big risk for his snakes.
It's not actually.
He said, that's
no,
what
it's
he
not
said.
a problem. But it's a good way to make money. I would never pay $250 for somebody to pick up a cobra that he picks up every day. Sorry. He would have become a big star. You can tell him. All right, then let's go. Then we're done. We have to sacrifice some images here, and this is a sacrifice in my opinion.
Is that your mad look? You sure? Yeah.
We invading their space, and they got things to do, and especially they handling poisonous snakes. They don't care about being famous. As they need the money for their day-to-day life. Very invasive.
Very invasive. Yeah. No.
First place was a bust. On the way to the next snake house, we meet a retired snake catcher who had a run-in with a cobra 40 years ago.
What was he doing when he was bit?
He was catching the snake at that moment. After 1 week, his hand got a gangrene.
We're actually standing on the top of snake cages, and underneath our feet we have nothing else, just cobras and king cobras.
So he needs to, grab it by the tail, and then get up, stand up.
There's no really warning sign. They can just sort of open up the mouth a little bit and they can spit the venom.
Wow.
No, I need to do, but I need to. Towards me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he spat on my lens.
This one is a spitting one.
He spat on my fingers, yeah. and you have to clean. You have spit cobra venom all over the lens hood. And you have to be really careful now, Bella, because if you have a wound on your fingers and you clean this, it's not good for you at all. So you have to have gloves, really.
Right? I don't have gloves.
You don't have gloves. Where are your gloves?
I didn't bring gloves.
Oh, okay, we need gloves. I thought she would deliver, but then she dropped one flash. She forgot things, and I've been increasingly concerned.
I'm such a rookie. I get really, really gutted when I do stuff wrong, and it kills me. But still alive.
Thank you. Yeah, well, here's when you actually see the venom, the drops of venom here on the lens. Yeah, this is a patch of venom right here. So that sucks. So I would say we have to reshoot or continue to shoot. What we have here is obviously useless. Anyway, I'm hitting the sack. See you tomorrow.
Yep.
People in the village told us that the most serious snakebite victims come to this hospital. We want to see firsthand the effects venom can have on the body.
So we are in a Bach Mai hospital in Hanoi. This is the place where people coming after being bitten by a snake. This is the top snake bite treatment center in North Vietnam.
The most critical cases are in the intensive care unit.
This is amazing what you see here. This guy looks like he was bitten by a snake, and you can see that he cannot move any part of his body. He's in total paralysis, and he is on artificial ventilation.
His name is Can Van Thun. He's only 20 years old and was bitten while he was asleep.
3 friends of mine passed away from snake bites, including one bitten by a crate.
I mean, this is really scary situation.
Yeah, it looks very serious.
It looks very serious.
Is this a bungalows where you actually have an anti-venom?
You don't have anti-venom for this patient?
We have to get this guy anti-venom, even if it means putting our entire expedition on hold. Zoltan and I are seeing the tragic side of venom. Can Van Thun's family watches anxiously as he fights for his life.
That tiny little amount of snake venom gets into the body and just completely paralyzes. I mean, that just shows how potent and dangerous those toxins inside that venom.
Unfortunately, they do not have any anti-venom to save this patient's life. If he would receive anti-venom, he could just walk out in a couple of days from this hospital absolutely healthy.
Sadly, anti-venom for crate bites is still being tested in Vietnam and not yet available.
So we have continued the ventilation, and I think maybe 3 or 4 weeks or more.
Just imagine, how much stress for the body to be kept in this hospital condition. You see, this is very interesting because this person is absolutely conscious. He knows what's going on around here. He actually can hear us talking.
Lúc mà ở bệnh viện chuyển đi viện lẻ dọc đường nhìn thấy con nằm thế trong làng yêm thật mà muốn là các nhà khoa học nghiên cứu các loại côn trùng để mà trị chữa cái.
I've been bitten, unfortunately, a number of times by snakes. My mother was in a similar situation like her, so it's really, I feel it very closely.
We got to do something to help this guy, even if we have to find anti-venom ourselves.
We have a very serious issue here. I'm calling from Vietnam, and we have a snakebite patient, and we would like to have anti-venom picked up in Bangkok and shipped to Hanoi as soon as possible. All right, so they have the anti-venom.
The fastest way would be if somebody just picks it up and brings over here.
We need to move fast. In this case, antivenom will work best within 3 days. This guy was bitten 2 days ago.
By mailing, it would take 5 days. So right now we have to find someone who would hand carry the antivenom from Bangkok all the way to Hanoi. The clock is ticking for this patient, but the good news is that we already started the whole process.
While we wait to hear about the antivenom, we're going to keep looking for snakes to sample. But first, we're grabbing lunch.
Some people have the nerve of actually wanting to eat on this trip, which about had it with those people.
We got bamboo sprouts, we got morning glory. No, that's tongue, pig tongue. Tofu with tomato sauce. And obviously they also have some dog meat here.
I'm not really a fan of dog meat, so I skipped my meal today.
We're ordering tofu, not dog, but Zoltan still doesn't trust the place.
Maybe they need a little bit of grease or whatever, you know, like a seasoning, and they just get it from the dog, and that's what ends up in your chicken soup. So
they serve Hungarian goulash across the street. Zoltan's over there.
It's better than the dog meat. Any news? In an expedition like this one, you have lots of things going parallel. But right now, for me, the most important is making sure that this antivenom gets here as quickly as possible and we can deliver to his doctors as quickly as possible.
So he tried to send the flight on 1:30, but the time is already
too short. Okay, didn't make it in that 1:30 flight.
He didn't.
Did not. So next flight is at 6 o'clock leaving Bangkok. They apparently had issues with the short time and that it's liquid.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Well, I'm still very happy that, you know, the antivenom is at the airport waiting to be loaded. And 6 o'clock there's another flight.
Yeah, it's like jeopardizing this man's life.
Nice to meet you.
We're hoping the antivenom makes the next flight, but we still need to find snakes. So we're meeting with a traditional snake catcher who may be able to help us find a Chinese cobra.
He's 63 years old, and he learned from his father, and his father's father was also a snake hunter.
And this guy's professional.
So he's looking for holes. These snakes, they like to hide. Barehanded and barefooted, sir. This is impressive.
Snakes are a commodity used for food and medicine. Every snake is money in his pocket.
He catches 300 snake a year. 300 snake a year. That's practically, you know, close to 1 snake a day, and he has never been bitten. Okay, skin. You find the snake skin. Oh, love it. And you actually can get DNA from it, and, you know, believe it or not, you can get azote, the toxin, out from the skin. Well, we are in the right place, and, you know, we are proceeding very, very well. I love it. This is like a real hunt.
A little muddy, but I'm a bit pissed.
The thing is, we'd really like him to find a snake, obviously.
If you want to relocate, we can drive, we can walk.
He said you follow him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been hours. This guy was supposed to be a sure thing, but we're all starting to wonder. While Zoltan chases snakes, I want to learn from a village elder how snakes are used in the local culture.
We're heading to this gentleman's house who's been watching us wait for the snakes, and he's been insistent upon visiting his house.
Getting there is half the fun.
That's like a sobriety test.
As an anthropologist, I try to take part in local customs, as long as they're legal.
Just tobacco.
Oh, I can feel my head spinning.
Oh.
Have things changed about the number of snakes that they used to see when he was a young boy?
Yeah, because so many people like catching snakes, so that's the reason why there are not many snakes around. And he said like when they catch the snake, they sell it to a far away place.
Right. But the same story that we've heard, unfortunately, that fewer and fewer snakes around, and everyone says the reason is more and more people catching them, and they're being sent to a faraway land, which, you know, from everything we've seen and heard, that's China. Shall we dance across the bridge and see where the rest of our group is? I hope they found some snakes.
Is he gonna smoke?
Yeah, he's taking a break.
No snakes so far.
Not yet. Well, we haven't seen anything today, but the guy looks like that he knows what he's doing. So.
Flash number 2, and Mbella dropped 1 flash, but then she dropped 2. She drowned 1 flash. That has never actually happened to me. I've never had an assistant dropping 2 flash units.
Just wipe it off.
It's not at all waterproof. That's the little dilemma for us. We don't have an infinite number of stuff with us. She has to get her act together.
I think it's move on and A for effort.
What? Tired.
It's been 6 hours and still nothing.
This is his first time. He never finds a snake on a day.
This guy says there's one last place he wants to look.
What is that? Snake trap?
Yeah. You can see, yeah.
I mean, you can see some scales here. I can see the detail, but I'm a little bit skeptical. I don't know how much is maybe with the shovel.
Snake. Yeah, snake here.
Snake.
All the people away. All the people away.
Very, very, very good. It's coming out. Oh, love it. You see the tongue. Absolutely amazing. This is awesome. Absolutely awesome. You know, we started to give up our hopes, but this guy amazingly was able to pick up the snake track from under the ground.
This is hopefully has been worth the wait. Now the job starts to really do it justice when he pulls it out.
Ready for action. Okay, watch your eyes.
Oh boy. Thanks. Slow.
Finally, a Chinese cobra. This is one of the snakes Zoltan's been waiting to sample.
Very nice. Very nice.
Boy, can he come towards? You have to move. All of you move, and he has to. You have to be close to me.
As soon as Matthias gets his shots.
And he has to. You have to. Come on. Come down. Okay. And you have. And then towards his body. Tao, get out of the way. It's okay. No, it's not okay. This is beautiful. This is such a unique situation. Okay, you spat out my fingers, yeah.
Okay, wash it down.
Yeah.
Wash it.
Do you have water? What's this? My fingers. Thanks.
Ready for action. Here we see the technique.
That's very cool.
Are we going to sample from this snake?
Yeah, he's holding it up. You want a silhouette?
See him.
This is amazing.
He stuffs it down to his underpants.
In his underpants. Snakes in the pants. It's really hard to excite me, but you can see how happy I am.
Well, the cobra is just kind of freely moving in the bag. I mean, why not bite him? Crazy.
After this grueling day, we get bad news. It seems that the snake catcher got an offer he can't refuse. He's selling the snake right away, and Zoltan won't get to sample it after all.
The word is already back into the village, and the trader will come to meet with him here.
Zoltan's pretty disappointed. We're walking away empty-handed, and we still need to find a crate and a Chinese cobra to sample.
Hello? Oh, yeah.
Finally, we get a call about the anti-venom.
It's on the flight. Yeah, it's on the flight. Are you sure? Very, very good. Very, very good, Tao. So just please find out what time the airplane is landing at Hanoi, and we will be there. Okay, so it's on the aircraft. Very, very good. Absolutely, absolutely awesome.
We're heading to the airport to pick up the anti-venom.
Okay, so at 9 o'clock the plane is landing, and the director knows that we're coming, right?
Yes.
And he will be at the hospital.
Yeah. I already contacted with patient mother. He said.
You told her?
Yeah. Can.
But you should be very careful. Yeah. I know your excitement, but you know, in case the anti-venom doesn't work, we don't want to be the bad person. It's maybe already too late. We don't want to raise the expectations too high, and you know, God forbid, they will be disappointed.
We got it, we got it, we got it. Literally, this person's life can depend, you know, how much time we're wasting here in traffic.
We get to the hospital with the anti-venom that Zoltan and I hope will save Khan Bun Thun's life. But it's been 3 days since he was bitten.
We have 10 vials here. I'm sure he knows it. Time is very important here.
The anti-venom should neutralize the toxins attacking Khan Bun Thun's body. But in this case, it's most effective within 3 days, and we're just about at the limit.
It's very important that they understand that this may not work, but we're trying to do our best.
You know, there's definitely no guarantee. There's a lot of uncertainty. You see the young kid lying there. I just hope it's going to work. It just opened the line, just started to drip.
Four consultations with a top snake bite expert came to the conclusion that this person needs between 2 to 4 vials of antivenom over 60 minutes.
Really, it's just a waiting game.
Tay thì em vẫy tay này. Nếu như không phải ở tay thì em vẫy tay này. Nếu nó không phải cắn ở đây thì em vẫy tay. Vẫy lại ra, vẫy lại hai chân nào. Đấy, yes, vẫy.
Oh, it's good. It's the sign we were waiting all day. He definitely shows signs of recovering from the paralysis. You know, he can move a little bit his fingers, his toes. I'm just so happy.
People got very excited. We gave him the right medicine, I just hope
Hope tomorrow morning we get a call and we come in and he's sitting up on his bed with a big thumbs up sign. It'll take several hours to know if the devastating effects of the venom are reversed. All we can do now is wait and see. Hello. Good morning. You're up early. We still haven't sampled a wild Chinese cobra or crate. The plan is to leave Hanoi and go snake hunting today. Our expedition has 2 days left. Time's running out.
What's the deal with the forest?
But we have a problem.
Why just say that we can't go to the forest?
We were supposed to go yesterday, and our government minder isn't so open to schedule changes.
No, Zoltan, it is very, very important for me. I said too many times that before going, filming where and go to somewhere, please tell me the name and locations and I make the paperwork, I get permit and everything is okay.
It's not on the list, it doesn't exist.
I think it's on the list, but it's not on for today.
This is ridiculous. I mean, we cannot do the story. We have a list of things that we wanted to do. We have an authorization to go to certain things on the list. Nature doesn't work that way. We had a dying patient last night, and we didn't know that would happen, and we grabbed that opportunity. We actually might have even saved his life.
I know, but now we suddenly leave Hanoi, go to the forest. It is another province. I don't think we can take pictures.
I can do the Hungarian trick. We can ask her to start to cry on the phone.
He did not appreciate your joke.
Beyond my fixing ability.
Good to go? Zoltan and I got the okay to go to the forest, as long as we don't take photos. So Matthias will have to stay at the hotel and miss out on our last snake hunt of the trip. Tom Dao National Park is 85 kilometers northwest of Hanoi. Chinese cobra and crate live here, and this is our last chance to catch them.
Nice, very good habitat for vipers, crates. Looks empty, but there are so many places to try. So this is really, really like playing the lottery.
You just gotta move gingerly through the forest. Luckily, my years of ballet training are coming into play right now. The things that can really ruin an expedition are the twist a knee. It's a real pain to get out of a place like this. Twist an ankle. Get bad poke in the eye. But the real worry is a snake bite. We're far from the hospital and Zoltan is highly allergic to venom, so we need to be extremely careful. If anything happens, I have his EpiPen ready.
Stop! Snake! Ready? Snake. Sometimes it's gonna bite. I start to bite.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. All right, I see.
Wow. It's moving. It's moving. Let me get.
Moving. Okay, hold on.
Are you guys ready?
No.
Wow. All right. I see.
Wow. Very, very, very cool dog. Wow. Sir? It's a crate. It's a Bungarus fasciatus. It's a relative of the cobras. It has a very strong neurotoxin. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. This is the same species group which bit that guy in the hospital for whom we get the antivenom from Bangkok. Highly neurotoxic. Wow, this is amazing, Tao. I'm so happy. Wow, Tao, I'm very, very excited. Very, very good. Let's put this safely in the bag. Very, very nice. Open the bag. Just the bottom on the ground. Make it as deep as possible. 1, 2, 3. Snake in the bag. Sir, thank you very much. This is absolutely awesome. This is really, really a great moment. You are a lucky man, sir. I mean, you keep seeing the best, you know, what we find in Southeast Asia. I'm really looking forward to sample some of the toxins. In Hanoi, we will extract the tissue samples at the Vietnamese Academy of Sciences, where Dr. Tao is working. Those tissue samples are coming back to the US with me. Sir, I'm so happy. Let's see something else. Yeah.
We weren't allowed to shoot in the forest, so it's time for me and Matthias to pack up and go home.
Last day is done.
Now it's over. The party is going back.
Yeah, I'm done with this.
Put it anywhere, I'll get to it. I think I still have a lot to learn, though, if there is a next time. It's the moment of truth. Matthias is either going to ask me to stay on as his assistant or not.
You know, when you're in the field, things go wrong. And Bella dropped one flash. Then she dropped another one. She actually drowned it in the rice field, and it just died. Flash number 2.
And I'm like, oh no, would this happen with the other assistants that, you know, are so much better? I was like expecting, you know, rage.
I've never really fired an assistant. I've had an assistant that never got the job back, so to speak, afterwards. But we'll see. We need to go and have a look at some of the... I want to show you some of this stuff that we have shot, so you can get some feedback on lighting and stuff, composition. It looks like crap in here, Bella.
I know.
I don't know. It's okay. You see how the flash hits that? So it's like, oh, why didn't we see this? But here, I changed the composition because I noticed it. We have some really good shots. In spite of all the trials and tribulations we've gone through in these 2 weeks, I think we pretty much nailed it.
I know Matthias was frustrated with me at times, but he said I've improved, and I know that he believes in me. I just hope it's enough.
Cool. So Bella, what do you think? Are you done with field work? If I ask you again, if I say, hey, we have an assignment in Congo, we have an assignment in the Amazon, are you up for it?
Definitely.
You are?
Yeah.
She's field worthy, she's stable, she's doing a great job. I'm actually very proud of her. I mean, she's doing a great job. Well done.
Zoltan and I take the live crate back to Dr. Tao's office for sampling. The more we learn about this snake, the more people can be helped.
So right now the trick is to find the heart. Of course, in snakes you don't really see the blood vessels from outside through the skin. So one of the easiest way to get tissue sample is directly from the heart. It sounds scary, but this is actually a very normal and accepted procedure to sample snakes. And that's it, right there. I see it. That's it. And just hold it in your hand. And Kenny, you watch the head. And just watch it, don't touch the tube. And if you see coming too close to my hand, just let me know.
We've seen some serious snake bites. Zoltan's allergy means he could die within minutes from this crate. This snake feels a little too close for comfort.
The sampling process is actually the transition between the field and the lab. We are extracting the tissue samples, and this is the tube which will travel back to the US with me to the lab.
This sample is full of dangerous toxins, but the more Zoltan learns about them, the more he can help save lives.
All you need is a couple hundred microliter of blood. From there, you can isolate the DNA, and the DNA contains the blueprint for the toxin. So this is actually the very reason why we are here in Vietnam. Put back the snake to the bag.
Dr. Tao is going to return this snake to the forest, far from many people.
We estimate that there are 20 million toxins in nature. Only 500 of those has been studied in detail, but that 500 gave us 12 different medications. We just finished the sampling from the snake, but this is not an ending. This is a beginning of a new chapter. All right, so we have this one.
The expedition is almost over. But before we leave, there's one more person we need to see.
I think this will be one of the most critical moments in our expedition. We've been here a couple days before, and we've seen a patient bitten by a crate, and hopefully antivenom has saved his life.
Yeah, I feel like butterflies in my stomach. See how he's doing. Let's go see what's going on. Yeah, vamos.
It's getting painful moments. We're waiting to find out what's happening, but the doctor should arrive to escort us into the patient. I feel like, I went for a medical diagnostic test, and I'm not just coming to hear the results. Hey, nice to see you again. I'm very, very excited to come back here.
I'm very happy to see you again. Do you want to see patients?
Definitely.
Okay, this is
Wow. This is absolutely amazing. Hi, Balu. This is absolutely awesome. This is the highlight of our trip. I mean, to save his life, and or I should say, we contributed, because you guys are actually who saved his life. But contributing to saving his life, and seeing the venom and the anti-venom action working in front of our eyes is just absolutely amazing. Are you happy how it looks?
I'm really happy.
I'm very happy.
Me also, the family. They are the same.
Yeah, very happy. He is reacting. He's regaining the functions. The communication between his nerve and muscle cells are getting back to normal. This is just an absolutely amazing sight, and it's just the best example of how much modern medicine can make a difference.
I just feel so happy for him. See his mother.
I don't know what to say, but I really want to say thank you, because you have him and our family to have a drug to save my son's life.
Can I come here?
Wow.
We get a thank you note, and this is probably one of the most touching thank you notes.
Very, very positive ending.
This is so happy moment.
Graduated the secondary school. And they started.
Right, my friend. You come here, and whether you catch 10 snake, 100 snake, it makes a difference because it helps our research. But we actually saved a person's life here in front of our eyes. So this is an awesome feeling. So thank you very much again.